Hey guys, today I have a get ready with me. It's not as chatty as some of my other ones, but it is using the Jaclyn Hill. This is the, what is this called? The Armed and Gorgeous. The look does not go anything with my uniform. I totally know that, but I really wanted to dive into another one, and I had already tried Bling Boss, which kind of has the pinky purples. So yeah, I will be doing get ready with me with each of these if you guys are interested. And if you want to know how I got this full face, keep on watching. Okay, so I already primed my eyes. Usually I do my face first, but I'm gonna go ahead and in with my eyes. I'm gonna try one of the Jaclyn Hill palettes. I haven't tried this one yet, and this one is an Armed and Gorgeous. It doesn't really go with my uniform, but I just want to try it anyway. So I'm gonna see what we can get from this. I swear, some of you guys I think are totally right. A lot of you guys told me that you think I have allergies, which is probably why I'm like so sniffly. So I'm definitely going to get that checked out and see what it is, like if I need to start taking allergy medicine in the morning. I just always feel so congested. So I'm going to go in with Access, and I did put a little bit of just loose powder to set my base, which is the MAC Soft Ochre. I have been trying to get better about filling in my inbox, the down bar, which I did on my Get Ready With Me of the new Huda Beauty palette. I put in all the products that I actually used, which is a lot of work for me, but I really wanted to do that because I know it's helpful for a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys have asked me to actually fill in the down bar. It's just trying to get time when I'm editing and when I start uploading to actually do it, because YouTube is really a process. It's not like you just record and then you just upload it. There's a lot more entailed or involved into it. Okay, this color is not that great. I don't know, I don't like the way it's blending out. I guess I just expected it to be a little bit more yellowy, and it's not. Okay, so that built up really nicely. At first I wasn't really feeling the color, but I feel like it's a little bit less yellow on the lids than what is actually in the pan, and I was using the Sigma E40. And next, I think I'm gonna go for a more neutral toned kind of look. Let's see what we can get out of this. I don't want it to contrast too much with my uniform because I am wearing like pink, but I do have some yellow in there, so maybe I'll put like yellow all over the lid. So I'm going to put Secure just on the outer corner of my eye and blend that out. And I think my brush didn't completely clean off because I don't know if you guys can tell, there's some brown in there because this brush was already dirty, but that's my bad. I'm just packing it on, and then I'm going to take that same E40 and then blend it out. And that other brush that I'm using, this is the Real Techniques, but this doesn't have its name on it. So it's kind of like the 217 dupe from Real Techniques. I'm going to use the MAC 221 with a little bit of, I think I'm going to go with Smooth Criminal. And then just really darken up that, just the tiniest bit, like darken it up just a little bit on the crease. But I don't want it to, you know, I don't want to take away from the other shades as well. So I'm just putting the tiniest amount because I don't really have a lot of lid space compared to some of these other people here on YouTube. I feel like the bigger lid space you have, the better your channel success is going to be, because people with large lids can do a lot on their lids compared to someone with really small eyes. Okay, so I'm going to retouch up Secure a little bit because I really want that to show up. So just touching it up on the lid and blending as I go. Okay, and I'm going to go in with Access. Can I go in with Access? Let's see if this works, how it's gonna look. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Accents and see if I can pack this all over the lid and see how it looks. See if it really shows up. Okay, that's showing up nicely. I was thinking that it wasn't going to show up. Okay, so I really like that. I'm just going to leave it like that, like all matte look. So I'm going to go get started with my face. I'm using the Becca First Light priming filter. I really like the way this turned out. I just kind of used all the mattes in the palette. Let me know if you guys want me to do more with these palettes. A lot of you guys on Instagram said that you would love to see get ready with me's using each of the palette, and then kind of, you know, once I'm ready, do a full-on review of the palettes or the vault itself. So hopefully you guys will like this if I use each one. I know I'm kind of late to the game. I kind of skipped out on the hype when it first launched, but I just felt like there was just too much drama and inconsistencies, and it was like they pulled it back. At first I was like, yeah, I'm gonna order it, but then all these bad reviews started coming out, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want that now. And then she said that she was gonna pull the palettes and that whole drama, so I was like, let me wait for it. So then I just kind of waited until the perfect moment. So then when they went on sale, I went ahead and went for it then. So let me use my little handy, this is from Crown Brushes. I don't even remember when I bought this, but I'm going to go ahead in with a few foundations. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Foundation, which I'm in the shade 190, and I'm gonna mix that with a little bit of the Dior. I don't know why, I really like mixing foundations. I know not everyone's into that, but I have a crap ton of foundations, and I like really mixing them together. And I already pre-wet my sponge. This is the e.l.f. sponge. I heard about this through Juicy Jazz, and there's also an Instagram account that I follow, which I'm going to put down below. She always recommends it as well, even though I have to say Juicy Jazz was the first person that I saw recommend this, and is the main reason that I started trying to follow it, like to try to find it. And I have to say I really enjoy it. At first I was kind of concerned because the texture is almost like, you know, those sponges that are made for exfoliation. That's what it kind of feels like. But even though it feels like that, it doesn't apply the makeup like that, if that makes sense. So I just like it to look pretty on. And I've also used this to apply powder, and I really like it. Oh my god, I'm breaking out, and that just looks bad. Well, I've been really excited that you guys like these Get Ready With Me. I thought it was gonna be super awkward for me to do these more often. It's been easier for me because I can do it here in the morning while I'm getting ready for work, and my mom has my son, so I don't have to worry about anything. And for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Naked Skin. This is like an old favorite. It's kind of hard to keep up with so many new concealer and foundations, and I have a crap ton, and I've done a crap ton of foundation and concealer reviews. And it's astounding to me how many come out like on the daily. And if I'm making a stupid face, it's because once you reach a certain age, you have to do this face so that the concealer doesn't kind of like go into your wrinkles. And then to set my under eye, I'm going to use, this is called the Besame, and this is the translucent, it's the French vanilla powder. And I'm just going to apply some with my Wayne Goss airbrush. I really like this brush for underneath the eyes. If you're looking for something that's super soft for underneath the eyes, this is the brush. I know they're kind of pricey. I really want to buy his face set, but I'm waiting to save up the money for it. I don't want to just go in there and spend $250 on brushes. I've been trying to save up like my YouTube money that I make to actually buy them and see if I can do a full-on review of all his brushes for you guys. And to set my face, I'm going to use the BareMinerals Bare Pro. This is in Warm Natural, and I'm going to use this sponge. I really like this sponge, this flat side, for really setting. I don't know if you guys can see that. It picks up really nicely the powder, but without overdoing it. And then I just really like setting my foundation. I feel like lately I've been doing this and it really helps everything stay in place longer. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of setting powder afterwards just to kind of give it more of that, oh no, more of that airbrush finish. I feel like loose powder really does that, but I've really been liking this technique of setting with the sponge and the powder. And to finish the overall face, I've really been liking this powder, which I'm trying to get out. But this packaging is so bulky. This is the Flower, and this is the Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder. This powder is very, very beautiful, but the packaging kills me because it's a pain in the butt to open. So I'm just gonna swirl this around. And it does kind of give like a glow to your face, like just like a little oomph. I want to compare this to the Laura Mercier, her new glow powder or illuminating setting powder. But this one isn't as intense as that one is. So if you're just looking for a little bit of a glow without overdoing it, then this is definitely a good bet. And it's also a drugstore version. Next for my cheeks, I'm just going to use the Mineral Glow by Pure. This is just a bronzer, and I'm going to use the Duo Fiber Large Stippling by Beauty Junkies. They sent me their stippling brushes and they're really, really nice. Usually with bronzer, go in to my cheeks and then bronze, and then I'll do like my temples and underneath my chin. Next, I'm going to go in with the MyNena Gleams palette, and I'm just going to swirl it into the 3 shades, just kind of like mix them together. They actually sent me this for review purposes, and it's just a very beautiful palette. And I have used them individually and I have used them all together. They all are shimmery, so that is something to watch for if you don't like shimmery products, but they are very nice formula. Okay, let me switch brushes because that one, okay, I feel like it wasn't picking up the product nicely enough, so there it goes. This brush is from Crown Brushes from back in the day. I don't remember, I got it in a set and I absolutely love it. It reminds me, I don't have the Anastasia highlighter brush, but I feel like it has that same shape, so this one's really, really good for highlights. I just feel like it really packs them on, gives you like that beaming highlight look. I don't know, but this palette is absolutely beautiful. I love mixing all 3. This one by itself is just bam in your face. That's why I kind of like mixing them so it's not as harsh on my face, because I am more of a light to medium skin tone. Okay, so I'm gonna do my under eye using the same palette. I think I'm gonna go in to Agent and Prowl together and do that underneath my lash line and see how that goes. And I'm just going to use my Wayne Goss number 20, which I really like. So it kind of gives more of a warmy orange underneath there, not too brown and not too orange. So I really like the way that turned out. Okay, for mascara, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Base, and then I'm going to use the It Cosmetics Super Hero to try out and see how I like that. I did try a little one and I wasn't really impressed with that one, so let's see how these babies work. And I feel like this L'Oreal one is just as good as the Dior one. I have the little mini Dior one, and I don't know, I don't see what the hype is. I feel like this one's just as good and isn't as expensive as the Dior one. I don't know if it's people just being bougie or if the little one isn't as good as the original one. That's why sometimes I'm hesitant to buy like mini mascaras or mini products, because sometimes, I don't know if I'm the only one, I'm afraid that it's not going to be the same quality as the original size. But it should be, right? It should be the same quality. And then I'm going to go in with the IT Cosmetics Super Hero. And like what I was saying, I feel like it should be the same quality, but it's happened to me opposite. I've tried the small one and then not liked it, and then tried the original size and liked it more. And I've also tried small ones and fallen in love with the product and then bought the bigger size. So let me know what you guys think down below about that. Like, what do you guys think about mini products? Do you think they really live up to the original size? Okay, this is really, really clumpy. I do not like this at all. I'm going to definitely have to use something to really comb them out, which is usually my Loreal mascara. Oh, shizness. This crap is clumpy. I don't know if you guys can see that. It just looks like a hot mess. Alright, I'm going to use the Telescopic because this is my ride or die as far as like combing out my lashes. This little comb is like the best thing in life. Oh. Okay, for my waterline, I'm going to do a pop of color, and I'm going to use the Colourpop liner in Punch. It's the yellow one. Just to kind of give it a little bit of some fun in there. And oh my god, that doesn't... Let me see. Oh, it broke. Okay, so I do like the yellow on the inside. The freaking liner sucks ass. Okay, so I like the little yellow on the waterline. I'm just gonna pass this through my eyebrows just a little bit. I don't have anything in them right now. I just don't really do much for my eyebrows as far as work goes. And especially right now, I feel like my eyebrows are just growing like weeds. I hardly have time to actually do maintenance on them. So these are just my natural brows. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Colors Toast. And then to actually spruce it up a little bit, I absolutely love this lip gloss. It's from the Katie Desi collection. This is Over the Top. Then I'm going to take my Ride or Die MAC Fix Plus, and so I really like the way this turned out. Do you guys like this? Let me know what you guys think. It doesn't go with my uniform. I was like, oh, popsy yellow, but it really doesn't go anything with my uniform. This is like very autumny kind of look, but I do really like it. If I was just wearing like my normal clothes, I feel like I would match something to go with this. And I'm gonna set everything with Fix Plus. This is supposed to be the lavender scent, and I feel like it doesn't smell like lavender. It smells like men's cologne. And that is it as far as the look goes. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know about these get ready with me's. Today I wasn't as chatty about other stuff, mainly just talking about the makeup, but yeah, let me know down below what you guys want me to talk about while I do some of these. If you want to talk about, like, if you want me to talk about my personal life or just about makeup or what's going on in the makeup community, I'd love to know what you guys want to hear. But yeah, I really like the way this came out. So far, I've been really impressed with her palettes. I haven't had issues as some people have. And I've tested out quite a few shades even when I'm not on camera. So we'll continue doing these if you guys are interested in a get ready with me with each of the palettes, and then I'll go ahead and do a full review. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe down below. Love you guys. Until the next time. Bye guys.